At last, it's Friday, the day before the big test, the first one, the greatest rivalry. At last, we can look forward to some rugby. When I got that email on Sunday night from the Springboks saying the team will only be announced on Thursday, I knew we're going to be in for a ride this week, and it didn't disappoint. With Rassie starting on Monday, Jaco Paper being dragged in, Rennie keep doing a rebuttal, then Felix Jones firing the next salvo, lots of drama, lots of action. Didn't disappoint, like I said. But now, at last, it's time for the rugby. We saw the teams being announced yesterday, and that's why I wanted to talk to you about today. I'm excited and everything, but we've got so much lined up that I thought, let me take the time and tell you about it so that you can make sure you don't miss anything. Let's just talk about the build-up that we worked on this week coming into this greatest rivalry first test. We spoke to Martin Devlin in New Zealand just before he caught his first flight, and he was quite confident and very optimistic that the All Blacks were going to win this, not just test, but the series. And he based that on, a couple of things like the Rennie factor and everything else. So Harry and I talked to him about that. And after he left and, jumped on a plane kind of a thing, we sort of analyzed what he said and we came to the conclusion that they won't win. So he said why they will win and we said why they won't win. So that link is up here. Then after that, we waited for the team announcements because that thing with Murray Martin was before the team announcements. And after the team announcements broke, it wasn't live. It was planned to be live, but I slipped up, so it was an hour late. And we discussed those two teams in detail. And just on the subject of the graphics, people, thank you for the suggestions. It's a good idea to put the names and stuff next to each other. Not always possible to put that much detail on it, because remember, we do it, basically it was supposed to be live. I had 5 minutes to get the graphics together and everything else. And also, you put all that much detail on a mobile screen, a phone screen, it gets a bit small. So yeah, I hear your suggestions. I'll get to it and I'll try my best. So yeah, then we analyzed it a bit, got a bit of flack from the Kiwis again, saying that we SA biased, and yes, we are South African rugby channel anyway, after all, but we try and be a bit unbiased as much as we possibly can. Maybe not always that successful. So, but to that end, last night Harry spoke to Andre Pretorius. Nowadays a head coach in Japan and former World Cup winner, Springbok. And he analysed how the All Blacks could potentially beat the Springboks. And him and Harry went into great detail there. And that to me was fascinating. That's why I'm saying, trying to understand the rugby. And there were a lot of comments about, we're giving IP away to the All Blacks and everything else. I guarantee you people, if the All Blacks didn't know what we showed last night, they're going to lose this test. So I guarantee you they definitely do know what we were talking about. We're just some, amateur rugby lovers. Andre's a professional, but still, that's not a valid argument. What we're trying to do here is teach people about rugby, help them to understand it better, make it more interesting. You understand what the thinking and the philosophy and the strategy and everything is behind it. And I think last night's video with Andre and Harry was exceptionally good. I sat there, only said the opening sentence, and then the rest of the time I felt like a primary school kid who wandered into a university lecture hall. And, I was completely over my head. I loved it. And I watched it and I learned something. And I'm sure you will do too. So that link's also up here and also down in the description. So then what's next is weekend preview, with Ari Hougaard, which also includes the look back to the Springbok women beating Fiji, winning the series, bringing back the trophy. It's building up nicely for the women. They're also playing New Zealand in the third test, that day in FNB Stadium. So things are happening, people. Face did a similar thing to what Rassie did. He kept a lot of these better players behind to make sure their conditioning is up to scratch and everything in Stellenbosch. So, looking forward to that. And Ari Nakas, I will, like I said, look at the team, what the permutations are, what we expect to happen. That's exciting times. This doesn't come around that often. It hasn't happened for 30 years. It'll only happen in another 8 years to be back in South Africa again. So, unusual occurrence. So, we have to make the most of it. So, before I go on to what we're going to do for you this coming weekend, I want to put my head on the block here and say, listen, who's going to win? Obviously, I think the Springboks going to win. Why do I say that? I think the Springboks just have the upper hand. It's local game, the altitude. Now, they have a bit of the psychological edge over the All Blacks at the moment in terms of the past couple of games. They've been on the winning path, the winning side of it more often than the All Blacks have. Yeah, for a variety of reasons, mostly to do with the local conditions. I think the Springboks might just pull it off. I'm not saying the All Blacks can't pull it off. They might just, pull a surprise. Australians did it last year, the Wallabies, and, Rassie called that a very bad name, that test. Hopefully we don't see a repeat of that. Just in terms of the team, I think Wilco Louw to me is the biggest surprise. I would have thought that against the All Blacks who want to run as much as they can, as the CPR thing that Harry's been talking about, I would have thought Thomas du Toit, a more mobile lock, might be a choice. He's not even in the 23. Makes me wonder if he might maybe carrying an injury or something. I don't know. So Ari and I will also be looking at what Rassie and Rennie said in the press conference later today, by the way. So yeah. So I think the Springboks are going to win. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me who you think is going to win. We've got an opinion poll in the pinned comment down below. Before I forget, go there, cast your vote. Let's see who thinks who's gonna win and everything else. The nice thing about playing against the All Blacks is we put something out and then it runs in South Africa and then it runs for another 12 hours because the guys in New Zealand wake up and they watch it. So I love it. So we'll vote in that opinion poll. Like I said, the link is in the pinned comment down below. So now let's look at what's coming up this weekend. For the rest of the weekend. So when the whistle goes, we do our Afrikaans direct commentary, live commentary with Simon Rickert. It harks back to those old days, Pickeries, Gerrit Verweer kind of rugby atmosphere that you get. But we marry it to YouTube technology. The scores are on the screen, who scores the tries, who's got the yellow cards and stuff like that, how much time has elapsed. All on the screen, you can see it at a glance. So directly after the game, we've got 2 live reactions lined up. The first one will be immediately after the game. That's the public one. Harry and I will be talking about what he saw, what he experienced, what went wrong, what went right for both teams. And we'll talk about that a bit. And then after that, we'll have a Clubhouse exclusive reaction. That's only for Clubhouse members. And they can submit their questions and we answer their questions individually. You saw last week when we posted afterwards that reaction, what the kind of thing is that you can get there. We'll be opening the Clubhouse this week to a couple more members. We're sort of easing into it. It's working well. It's going fine. So we don't want to overwhelm anything. So we've got your names, the guys who wanted to apply. If you want to become part of the Clubhouse, by the way, put down the word Clubhouse in the comments below and we'll vet you and get in contact with you. So looking forward to that. So then that's now done. So the other thing that's a big thing this weekend is Paul is now for the first time, Paul Avenant, an official representative of Megaphone at the game. Got his accreditation, sent me a picture, all kind of happy. And he's at his first captain's run this morning. Like a kid in a candy store. I love it. And then tomorrow he will be at Ellis Park and he will attend the press conferences for the first time. And I'll see if I can get hold of him, just to get the feeling of what it was. If we can't do it live, try and do it something on Sunday. So just I want to capture that feeling, like I said, for the first time, it's a big thing. And I know what it feels like, what the first time in the press conference feels like. Who should have asked this question? Am I going to look stupid? Is somebody else going to ask my question? It's not nerve-wracking sitting in a press conference, I can tell you that. Sunday for me is a big day. Sunday is when we've had time to sleep on it, and then we're going to do some proper deep dive analysis. And we've got 2 guys lined up to do that. First one is 2 Cents. Now, 2 Cents, you all know, one of the bigger rugby pods on YouTube. And we're so happy and so lucky to have him. And he's going to be on the Lekker Rugby Pod on Sunday with me and Harry, do an analysis from 2 Cents point of view, a New Zealand point of view as well, I suppose. He is such a great rugby guy and just a nice guy in general. I like him. Happy to have him on the channel. And then after that, I'm going to speak to Ben Herring. We've seen Ben Herring before. He's got his own YouTube channel called Coaching Culture. He's a former coach. He coached in Japan with Steve Hansen. So he knows Steve Hansen personally and intimately. He knows Dave Rennie and all those guys. He's played under Heineke Meyer at Leicester Tigers. He played for Hurricanes and provincial teams like that. That analysis is going to be also from a New Zealander point of view, but from a coaching point of view, a different angle as well. Again, so like I said, on Megaphone Rugby, we try and bring you as many different angles, things you can learn, things you can talk about as possible. So I'm looking forward to see how that turns out, what the reaction is, and looking forward to Paul maybe, seeing what his feelings was after that press conference, like I said. So again, I predict the Springboks are going to win. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me why you think I'm wrong. And also remember to go vote in that opinion poll. Like I said, the link is in the comments down below. I'm looking forward to this so much. I couldn't sleep last night because I wanted to sleep a little bit because I knew I'm not going to get much sleep this weekend. I'm already in a sleep deficit. I don't know what I'm going to be like on Monday morning. Anyway, have a good weekend. Enjoy the rugby and I'll be talking to you soon.